Greetings, and once again, welcome back to the Insanity. And the refactoring Insanity, maybe. In the last episode, I refactored some stuff. And did I do anything else? I just recorded it, goddammit. I fixed a few issues, changed some recipes, and refactored a bunch of train stations. And luckily I have a robot that's... Oh, okay, it's this one. Bloop, bloop. There we go. Ah, okay, and now I'm out of rails, so now I can't keep my robots running. Yes, I know I'm out of rails. That's fine. Now I have a station that has a lot of things. And it's not Factorio. It's this soot over here. And I would very much like to refactor this thing. So this is gonna be a provider. Although at this point maybe I should experiment with the concept of having both. But no, I don't. No, I don't think I'm ready to experiment with that yet. What I am ready to do, however, is to make another warehouse, apparently. Just so that I have somewhere to put all my stuff while I take this stuff and another warehouse. Holy shit, this is a lot of stuff. And put all this stuff in this warehouse. Disable this so that we don't get even more stuff. Put all that stuff also there, except for the belts, of course. Take back my own inventory and then refactor things. So what? Of course. Okay, you can now be connected to you because that won't matter. Then you can be connected using some things like that. Then you can be inactivated. Inactivated, disabled, moved, whatever, I don't know what. And then you shall be on the same level, but there, let's see. So you can go there, maybe? My god, you produce a lot of stuff. Not very surprising, maybe. You can move over there. I really love the possibility to move things without fucking up the wires. Sorry for the expression. Oh, crap. Once again, sorry for the expression. This one should be 2 steps further out. Thank you. And this can now be moved a bit like that. And this can now be moved a bit like that. And then we can move it like that and have a whole bunch of inserters here, and come on. Now, do I have any whatsoever? Yeah, no, this is gonna take a while if I do that. Do I still have my ware storehouse? Yes, I do. How about I just move all that and then broomp, broomp, and broomp. And then I don't have room for... Oh, I did. Excellent. Amazing. I'm shocked. And then I need loaders, shunt loaders, and plenty of them. But now the thing is that this is a pickup station. This pickup station should have... I need a bunch of accumulators. Because now I want to check if I want something and if I have it. And if both of those are true, then you can go here. And then I'm going to need steam. I'm pretty sure I have steam. Loads of steam. Thank you. And then I have so much stuff here. Okay, then let's see. So if you need it, right, this one needs configuring. If there is a train at the station, first of all, that helps kind of. And that I want it and that I have it. And red, I guess this can be like minus less than 500 maybe, because there's a lot of stuff here basically. Latex, iron oxide and all those stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be a bit. And then for the magic trick, which will make the station come or make the train come here in the first place, I will simply just call this trash, and you will be enabled if there is more than 1000 soot here. And if there is more than 1000 soot, a train will come. Is my plan. Trash pickup. Add in. Let's see. Station not full. Trash. Then go to trash and then go to pickup. Multi-pickup. Trash pickup, trash multi-pickup, inactivity, 5 seconds, sure, why not? And then we will do like that maybe, but the problem here is that oh, you will get stuck in a loop. Exactly. So drop off needs to be first. And then you know what, you can just go to any pickup. Then you will be idle, then you will leave the station, and then you will drop things off. And now I basically don't have a choice because I need to avoid that the train is full. Although, wait, oh. Here I can of course actually do that not at specified station, not at trash. Not at trash, not full, yada yada. Yeah, I have a feeling I might want to refactor this station as well. Yeah, damn it. Do I have stuff to... Yeah, I think I do actually. Here I think I just need a bunch of shunt loaders and then I have everything I need to refactor this. Because this doesn't need any filters or anything, it's just like 5 specific items, that's the things I want, get them out of here, kind of. Well, okay, except for that. But that can be arranged differently, I guess. Thank you. Now you're gonna pick up more trash. What's 6 times 3.75? 22.5. 22.5 items per second. Oh. Not at specified station, not at multi-pickup, of course. Because you were technically not at the trash station, you were at multi-pickup, which is almost the same thing, except when it isn't. Yes, yes, you are full. You don't have any space here whatsoever. Thank you, research. Drop off stuff. Okay, great. Research. Oil power. Right, I have biomass power, tidal power, wind power. Hot air stage 2. I guess that's it for now. Okay, then you go, oh my god. This is not necessarily that good, is it? Now you, okay, now you go to drop off that. And here I would like you to wait for 200 seconds, because I think something is wrong with this station. Okay, this goes really fast actually if you change that to speed 5. Something is wrong here. What is wrong? Reds. Oh. Retrain contents. Yeah, that works better. Now you can get emptied in just a few seconds. Or not. Now you're not importing because green is... because you have everything that you want here. So how about if we change this one to red is less than 100 so that we can allow some of... That was a very bad idea. Worst idea ever. Okay, now then. Now we can change you to 2 seconds and then you go back to the trash. Which I think is fine now. Huh. But the thing is that now you're probably going to go back to moss, maybe? Oh, you want that? You maybe don't necessarily want it, but you're getting it. Now you're dropping off coal, right. For this particular thing, I would very much like to have an and condition here. Because I kind of want you to drop off everything. Now you're starting to put things out. But now at least this loop is kind of working, so I guess now I can let you just go back and forth here. But damn, I want bigger cargo wagons. When do I get bigger cargo wagons? PyScience Pack 2, nice. Fun. Advanced cargo wagon. Storage size 20. What do you mean storage size 20? Storage size 80. What do you mean storage size 20? That's like... Okay, it's gonna take a long time until I get bigger wagons. Noted. Thank you very much, PyBlock. Org. But sure, what else is to be expected? Can we move this power a bit? Don't kind of want it to be right up there. You just go there. You do just go there. Okay. So, okay, here we have a bunch of stuff we can change. First of all, this one. And then let's see, that's plastic. That is plastic. Why do I need to have the plastic over here? Don't I have like another place to just put the plastic on? Like over here, for example. Or just like anywhere. Okay, that's a loader. How about, okay, this, like here's an unloader. This would be like a perfect place to have that on, but no. For some reason I gotta have it here apparently. Okay. What's this? You don't even have anything. Okay, those four things are things that I want. They can kind of be on the same belt. Okay, that's there. Then I need to have this somewhere slightly else. Hello train. Yes, there's a reason why I'm walking very carefully here. Okay, that's out of the way. Then I need to take an even further detour with the power so that I can fit, oh my god, this thing needs to go there. Then I will have space. 5, 6. And then yeah, exactly. Now you don't have any fluid. And once again, I need to be careful when walking here. And then I can do that, and then bloop, bloop. And now you should have steam. And then you can have a warehouse, which is why I did this thing. And then you can have just inserters out from this warehouse or something. Or I guess you can have one of those as well. Doesn't hurt. And now you are very much faster to empty. But the question, yeah, okay, now you want to empty the coal dust, but you coal dust have been delayed or postponed or whatever. There you go. Oh, and then we have these things. Okay, I guess that works. Or rather, I guess that's how I wanted to have it. Oh my god. Suddenly we have a bit of a blockade here. How about adding a splitter? Simply because I love splitters, because it took me so damn long to get them. And I think maybe I want to have the priority there. Okay, train, where are you at now? Are you by any chance going to the trash place to get more of that trash? I think you are. Wait a minute, trash? No. Multi-drop off. Maybe those 2 seconds is just too little for the inactivity thing. Although I don't know. Okay, good. Now you start with the suit. And then you go for the iron oxide, I guess. Yeah. Room. Okay, then the question is how much trash do I still have here? A lot. Maybe I shouldn't prioritize this one that much. Hey, why didn't you fill up the suit? Oh, because there's only coal dust on the belt. That makes sense. And then you go here. Stop complaining. Or maybe go get some more rails. And then you unload the soot. And then you're gonna unload the other things. So every time you go now, you approximately are gonna get like 500, 600, 700 maybe, if you're lucky, of things. And there's still like a lot more left. So this is gonna take a couple of rounds. I don't like that you're just loading like 2 iron oxides there. And that you're not loading up the suit, but whatever. At least you're catching up with stuff. That's very good, actually. It's much harder to see what's actually being unloaded now. You really have to focus on the train to see that it's actually doing something. And then it goes back there. I mean, now I can say with quite a lot of certainty that this is working at least, and it seems like it's actually emptying out more than it's getting back. And by the way, isn't this gonna be disabled now next time? I think it will be. Like after next time it goes to pick up stuff, it will disable itself because there's not enough soot to pick up. Which tells me that maybe I also want to have a special something for that. Though I will wait with renaming the station because I do want to make sure that this one, I'm very sure that this one will disable itself. I will rename this station. But this is nice. Now let me think about what else I should do rather than just look at this all day. Yeah, you guessed it, I'm still looking at this all day. But I have a few ideas about what to do next. And that includes, maybe most importantly, improving more of these train stations, because I think that's something that pays off big time. By the way, this one has now been disabled, so now it's coming here because of the coal dust still being more than 1000. So another station is the SMOS, but that's already been taken care of. That's already been upgraded, at least to some extent. It would be nice to have better flow of batteries and stuff, because batteries are very useful because they give me lots of circuits and they are used for combinators and stuff. So I think that's something I will be focusing on once. Is this like the last delivery possibly? Nope. Although now I only have 125 soot left, and of course it loaded one teeny tiny little iron oxide thing which is taking up all the entire train, or an entire spot at least in the train. I'm not sure how you decide what to output really, but I mean somehow you do manage to output lots of stuff, and now you're down to just 1.2k of coal dust, so a few more trips and you will be done. But batteries, what are we missing? Stupid question. We are missing zinc, and we seem to be starting to miss whatever this is. Lead. Why are we missing lead? I'm used to having lots of lead. Maybe it's a transportation issue? If it is, I think I know how to deal with that. I do not have a lot of lead. Don't I have these machines. I do. But they are slow. They are very slow actually. And also I have a lot of soot here. I wonder where that came from. Yeah, I have a lot of soot here. So these solid separators might be time for an upgrade. I have actually upgraded some of them, and thank you research for a heavy armor. But I might want to upgrade some more of these solid separators. And then this is the last delivery for a while. It'll be very interesting to see what it does next. The little train. You're gonna go directly here. Probably. Where is all this coal dust going? Alright, I'm just burning it somewhere, of course. Empty, 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 empty. 2 iron oxide, yay. Very valuable to take up one entire slot. Okay, now you go to, oh, now you drop off latex, that's nice. Because you do have quite a bit of latex in the inventory. I swear I can just look at a train all day. Maybe I should just make an entire episode with just looking at the train. Though maybe that's this episode. Yeah, that's something I don't like. Can I change that somehow? If red is less than 100? No. I've made that mistake before. Don't want to make that mistake again. Okay, last time it was like green more than 100, but whatever. So you have that, but the thing is that you are enabled if it's less than 0. What if we change you to less than -50? Just so that you can kind of, you know, drop off a bit more at the time, maybe? Wait, why is this only -200? Eh. Okay, now you're back at the depot. What are you gonna go grab next? We do have a few things still requesting deliveries. Most notably zinc and stuff. Zinc and batteries. This is actually nice that I can see what things are being requested, because note that chromium is not in this list right now. Oh, right, you have been going back and forth for a while. Right. You could have actually ran out of fuel. But you didn't. You didn't. How much more do we have? Okay, you're almost done. Now what? Where do you go? Moss, of course. But now this is gonna be a lot faster than it has been previously, because now you will just say broop, and then you will eat up all this moss. Thank you so much for the comment about using a loader. Oh my God, it's so much more efficient to load trains with loaders. I mean, hence the name, duh. What were you thinking, Simon? Inserters, loaders, which you don't insert stuff into a train, you load a train. Or I mean, sure, I guess you can insert stuff into a train, but we all know how slow that goes. And then you're gonna go here. I might have a problem with this train becoming overloaded. Are you now running around with moss as well? You can actually maybe increase your to 2,400. And we can maybe increase, no, let's keep that at 200 because you have quite a bit of that. But these then we can change actually to -50, because this is kind of like the good old-fashioned requester limit, or whatever it was called before. I don't remember. So now you're probably going to pick up moss again, aren't you? What was it that train LTN called it? Provider threshold. No? No? Because request your, yes, it was probably, no, request threshold was what you needed to configure in order for a, yes, it actually is actually maybe exactly that. It is probably requester threshold and provider threshold. Yeah, especially the provider threshold, I would say this is. Wait a minute, why are you okay? Did you get any of that stuff? Apparently you did. Borax. Yes, you did. And aha! I see a station that we need to convert into loaders. Need might be a strong word, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it's much more efficient that way. Then I can check if I have any. Oh, come on. Nope. You just stay there until I find some use for you. By the way, next time I see the train, I should give it some of my ash. Oh, was anything damaged? Okay, thanks. Of course something was damaged, Simon. You're the one who was driving around with the car all the time, hitting everything. Uh, Okay, so this one needs to go down now one step. Which means that this things here needs to go down. This needs to go down. Now I kind of wish I had a few more robots. But at least it's automatic. Right, you have some circuit logic there, which I need to keep. So then I need to get the shunt loaders. Here we go, a shunt loader. Then I can set the filter on this. And you go here. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, don't kind of want it to look like that, but sure. Set filters, power. Thank you. And then we need to move this one a bit further down so that there is room for both loading and unloading. And then we shall have this. Thank you. Not enough empty roboports. Oh, my inventory is full, of course. I think it's time to just trash a bunch of things. Shit. Ah, okay. Thank you. I was like, oh no, odd number of things. But never mind. Even number. Right, trash stuff. Why don't I have a blueprint book to store my blueprints in? I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh god. Yeah, this is how I make it on do a Quilo if anyone is interested. If you're not, too bad for you. Let's see. Okay. This is done. This is done. Where is the train? You're picking up more borax. Hooray! Drop off borax. Aha! This one is still using green wire for some reason. How about you instead use a red wire? And then we can change to, let's see, here we can change to minus 2400. I think I have quite a lot of this, or I'm starting to have quite a lot of this at least. Or rather, at least now I have a storehouse. And then this is less than 200. Then this is less than minus 200. There we go. I think this should help quite a bit. Where is my train now? Picking up sand casting and chromium. Kinda don't really want you to pick up chromium, but sure. Yeah, that's kind of the problem still. That you can get stuff that you don't really request. But I don't quite know what to do about that besides besides either using more circuit magic and like having some kind of global state for what you want to load slash unload, which is very problematic, I think, because I already have like other global state for what I have and want. But I guess I can maybe use that global state and say that if you have or want if like all the items that are currently being requested, they should go into the train, others shouldn't. So basically everything that is less than 0 on the red wire in the radars. Where do we have a radar? Do I have a radar here anywhere? Here I have a red wire. So okay, right now maybe not latex. Latex is not really worth it, but like all the other things that I would like to have. Because now you go to drop off chromium, but the thing is that the chromium drop off doesn't first of all have a red wire connected to it, which it needs to have. Chromium minus 50 maybe. Then we can maybe increase this a bit more, say minus, no, actually let's keep it as is. If I keep up with this system, I'm going to need to make myself a mod to configure it. So, or to at least view like the global state of it. Not configure it necessarily, because that I can easily do by clicking on the things. Okay, it has been yet another useless episode of refactoring or whatever, but I do have 150 rails there. Those are very, very tempting. I am, though, however, wondering a bit if you can maybe switch back to the battery there again. Are you using those things now? Why are you? You're not using them, you're outputting them. That's stupid. How about you only take those things? And not those other things. Those other things should kind of be recycled. I better go grab those things before any train comes and loads them. And I still haven't been hit by a train. Despite having way more trains in circulation now. That. Thank you. Those things. By the way, train. I told you that I want to give you stuff. Come here, train. Come. Don't like seeing so many disabled pickup stations. And then you can have some soot. And then you can have some ash. And then you go back to the depot with all this ash. I'm not expecting ash to be able to get into the wagon right now, that is, at least. I wonder if I ever will want to, I will probably want to transport ash. I do want to transport ash eventually, oh my god, damn it. Because ash is used for making logs, among other things. Let's see, what, no, never mind. Here, multi-pickup, what's your condition for, yeah, exactly, circuit equals to 1, that is that you don't have any of it in your inventory. So zinc is a problem. Wait a minute. Okay, here we have plenty of lead. Why do I have plenty of lead here? I have some lead here. Wait a minute, have I forgotten to... No. Okay, why are you not going to request lead? Okay, because right now you're inactive or active or whatever. Now you're just picking up that stuff. Was it just unlucky or... Pick up lead, you're this... I see a problem. Basically, I see one problem and one possible improvement. Which one do I start with? Start with improvement. Because otherwise it's gonna be pointless anyway. The improvement is naturally that I want to make a warehouse. And I want to use the loader mechanism. Okay, you just need to be bigger there and there. Okay. Let's see. So this is 4 plus 1. That's 4 plus 2. That is 6 plus 2. And then this is, let's see. You need some more space there. You need some more. Let's see. You will take one more space there, so you can be there. And then you three can go do something with yourselves. No further comment. Blah. Okay, that works for that one, and then for those ones, let's see. Like that and like that. Maybe. I will wait with connecting that last part because I need to get rid of all my inventory for a little bit. Let's see, those things go in there. This thing, you are connected to one red and one green wire. One red here and one green there. There? Ah, yes, of course. Because that's what you are. That's what you have, exactly. Okay, I think I can remember this. But just in case, how about we do something like that and then go for a warehouse with some more, what's this? With some more space. Red there. And green here. Let's see. Green there. I don't actually need to remove it yet because I want to move this stuff first. Now I can remove it. While I also move this stuff and this stuff. And now I guess I can plug this in again. And then you are of course too far out. So you can maybe go there instead, which means that you can be improved by connecting to this instead of there, so that it looks a bit nicer. And then this green here needs to go into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Not again. Sure, whatever. And and let's see. Now I just need the steam. Where do I have steam? I must have steam. I should have steam. I see steam. Perfect. Why are you just running around? Waiting at dynamic request to multi-pickup. Oh, okay, I see. That's why. Sure. The trash is enabled again. I guess that makes sense. I really don't like that you have so much stuff in your inventory, dear wagon. But oh well. Okay, you are here, you are here, you are here. You don't have any power. Why not? How about now? Now you have power. And now you have things. And now let's see. Green, 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 green. And now you are enabled. Yeah, that didn't take long. Oh, this is the... Why do you have so much titanium? This is the... That's train. Shouldn't this train kind of always just empty out everything? Or... I mean... Yeah, there might be actually other things coming here. Being accidentally inserted into the train. But then those would just end up being cached over here. Would that necessarily be a bad thing? I don't know, maybe. Oh, speaking of improvements. Is my inventory bigger now? Probably not. Oh, wow, you have plenty of those things. But the titanium loader place. Pick up titanium. Yeah, okay, exactly. You just shouldn't go pick up more titanium now. But if I do that and just put myself in here, and then wait for all this to finish, take this so that we actually go somewhere. Pick up lead, okay. And now you're gonna get a lot of stuff, including lead and iron and stuff. Zinc, iron stuff. Yeah, this one is going to need to be a bit faster. Oops. Damn it, that's not what I wanted to click. And now you want more lead? Well, I guess I don't have enough here, sort of, so I guess that kind of makes sense or something. But now please tell me that maybe also the other thing might consider going here to get some zinc or something or some stuff. And I would kind of maybe like to have this one go there with a little such thing. Okay, where are you going now? Dynamic requester. Okay, what did you pick up? I don't know. Zinc probably, because it looks like it. I'm not sure, but I think things are starting to look brighter. While you go there and unload things, I will ask my robots to please fix that thing. Thank you. So now you should go here and... oh my god, I have so many of these stations still. Although it is better, I mean, a lot of the train network is now much faster. I kind of want to know how much soot I consumed earlier. It kind of shows when the train has been arriving at places. I guess, maybe. Not sure, but just a guess. Just having a little tiny hunch. Where's the... here it is. Yeah, exactly. Now there's like basically no soot here whatsoever, but yeah. Okay, I guess that's it for this episode. It has been another episode of more train fixing. I think maybe that we are getting closer to a more, I don't know, more stable factory. Our tin production has went down again. Is that maybe because we are not producing meat? Yeah, exactly. But then the question is, where did we get the meat from? Rauk? Rauk is still very big. Fish? Fish might be a plausible explanation actually. Aug? No. Might be the fish then. Because now, I mean, here we had a lot of fish production and then it has gone down quite a bit since then. But I don't know. And we don't get fish because we don't have lamps, because we don't have copper, because we need just more production of copper. Speaking of which, I think I would like to have an improved zinc plate recipe, because I'm pretty sure that I can do not powdered zinc, but zinc grade 2 probably. I can do this little chain. Which might mean that it might be time to kind of move a bit of the stuff outside of this teeny tiny little area, because things are a bit crowded here, but kind of still works. And why am I not getting a lot of stuff from these things? Working. Okay, you are just not producing cadaveric arums fast enough, or maybe I have started to consume more copper, what do I know, but something has changed. Oh well. Thank you for watching, see you again next time.